Does it matter? Why should I care? I recently made a short video about iodine and mitochondria. It describes the core biochemical relationship between structures inside cells and their dependence on iodine. Cells can't live without mitochondria. Mitochondria can't live without iodine. Plants and animals can't live without iodine and mitochondria. And the earth isn't alive without iodine. Simple equations. But really now, why should I care? If I understand the biochemistry of iodine, will it help my bank account? And does it reduce my debt? If I go to church, will my family be healthy and happy? If I vote for a politician I like for whatever reason, does it help me? If I fairly and honestly pay my taxes, does it do anything other than support a somewhat corrupt government? These are all pretty good questions, simple, heart of the matter questions, and you are practical to ask them. So let's find an answer. Is there an answer? Why should I care? I believe that why should I care is kind of the wrong question. Here's why I say that. Underneath the question, why should I care, is a misunderstanding of the word I. We sometimes, perhaps often, think that I means me. Independent, standalone me against the universe, me, the self-supporting, clearly separate person at odds with the world. But this is a patent fallacy. It's utterly wrong-headed. Could we live without air and oxygen? Of course not. What produces oxygen? Green plants. Without enough green plants on Earth, I could not breathe, and so I would die, along with everyone else I know and maybe even care about. Can I live without food? Of course not. I need to get food, prepare it, eat it. I cannot find food without farmers and growers. I cannot buy food without food at a market. If the farmer gets sick and cannot produce food, if all farmers got sick and could not produce food, the world would be hungry and all humans would die. There are many humans who die of starvation or are crippled for life by poor food. The Buddhists answered this question with another brilliant, simple question. Who are you? You aren't your name. You aren't your clothes or your car or your home or your family. You are in some way a collection of cells, little chemical factories. But all those little chemical factories are not you. Are you the thinking, feeling part that sits inside of, atop, around all those little chemical factories of your cells? Or are you and I somehow something else? Want to call it a soul? Maybe so. And just to be persistent, if there is such a structure, regardless of what it's made of, is it not the most important stuff of life? The stuff that gives us our being in the world on Earth? Perhaps we would be wise to nourish it. And it's relatively easy, I believe. That nourishment arises from what we think. Since we can't feed it tangible food, and we can't exercise it on the treadmill, and we can't buy stuff for it from our bank account, we can't drive it somewhere useful in our car or directly share it with our kids and wife and significant other, how do we nourish it? By thinking, by feeling, by thinking and feeling your connections to all and to everyone. Here's something that might help. In 1654, a minister named John Donne wrote about life and death. At a time when Londoners were dying all around town from the plague, no one knew what to do, and anyone could be next. When someone died, the church bells tolled, and the tolling of the bells was frequent, almost constant. And Donne wrote, "No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. If a clod be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less, as well as if a promontory were, as well as if a manor of thy friends or of thine own were. Any man's death diminishes me, because I am involved in mankind, and therefore never send to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. If my dog dies, if my friend dies, if my daughter dies, if an insect dies, or a plant withers, I am also dying. Life is precious, and everyone else's life is precious because it is part of my life. So the answer to why should I care is simple. You are everywhere, and every molecule of the planet is the ocean in which you swim. Your life comes from all other life. Once you feel that and see it and live in it, you will care in a way impossible to describe. The divine care of the Lord of the universe will live in you. It provides meaning and mission. You'll see. Once you find the mission that is yours, it will live in you. And you will be a new you, renewed every minute, every day of your life.